Hey everybody, it's Carrie, your friendly neighborhood makerspace librarian, back with another virtual practical making craft. And this week we're going to be doing turmeric dyeing. So let's take a look and see what you got in your bags, and then I will walk you through how to do it. Okay, so not a whole lot in your bags this week. We've got your flower cloth towel, I guess, tea towel. You got a bunch of rubber bands, directions. Your turmeric is already measured out in a small plastic container, and then we have two kind of wooden squares which are going to help us with if you choose to use one of the resist techniques that I'll walk you through. So the first thing you're going to want to do is bring 6 cups of water to a boil with your turmeric all stirred up on the inside. That's going to make a pretty nice yellow color. If you want it to be even more vivid, you can substitute 1 of the cups of water with a cup of just regular white vinegar. And you can go ahead and put your towel in there just as is, and that will turn the whole thing kind of this really pretty sunny yellowy orange color. Or I have 2 different techniques that I'll show you for. It's kind of a tie-dye thing. The techniques I borrowed are from a Japanese shibori website. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to take parts of it and basically kind of cut them off from taking on the dye. And there's one that will give you kind of a window pane square, which is what these are for, and another one that's more like a traditional tie-dye with rubber bands kind of looped around. We'll start with the accordion resist technique. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to accordion fold your towel, and I got as much of it as I could on the screen there. Probably more useful if I show you some of the edges. And you're just taking all of the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Just like if you were making a paper fan, except we're using cloth to do it. Okay. And so you can kind of see all of the layers there and all the layers here. And then we're going to do the same thing now that we've got it folded in the other direction. So I'm going to fold, fold, fold until we get kind of this square shape. So you can see what we're looking at there. And basically, these are just to help you get a flat surface. We're going to put 1 on each side, and then we're going to use our rubber bands to wrap it. And if you can get it around 3 times, I would do that, because the tighter it is, the more pockets are going to resist taking on that dye. So you'll get a better pattern. Sometimes I can only get 2 around though, and that's all right. So I'm going to put 1 more. And then you have this crazy little bundle. And if you can still sort of push that in, mine's pretty tight, there's still some room there. I might add a couple more rubber bands just to make sure that it's very tight. Then this will go in your pot of water with all of the turmeric and the water and vinegar if you chose. And you're going to turn it down to a simmer and let it simmer for about an hour. Now I'm going to show you how to do the other resist technique, and then we will take a look at what that's going to look like after it's been simmering for an hour. So if the accordion resist is not for you, we can go with just the regular rubber band. And there are two ways to do this one too. You can kind of start with your finger in the middle and then sort of wrap your rubber bands. If you've ever done tie-dye, it's very similar to that. You just want to make sure that you're getting that very tight. And you can do that all the way down the same piece, or if you want multiple spots, you can just sort of poke your finger and pick a couple other spots to wrap those rubber bands. And again, the tighter you get it, the more of a contrast you're going to have. And it's kind of up to you if you want to do like a pattern or if you want to be completely random with how you do it. Kind of depends on, you know, what your aesthetic is. And you just keep doing that, and you can do further more of them down. You can end up getting a couple of them together. However you want to do it, use your rubber bands all over, and then this whole thing will go in your boiling turmeric. Okay, so like I said, once you've got that boiling, you're going to add in your cloth, take it down to a simmer, let it simmer for about an hour, and then after that hour, you're going to turn the heat completely off and you're going to let it sit for another hour. Okay, so mine has simmered for an hour and then sat for an hour, and get all that turmeric out. And basically, I'm going to rinse it a little bit, and then you're going to undo all of your resist. And then we're going to rinse it until that water runs clear. Ooh, still a little warm, so be careful. Oh, that's a nice sharp change. Fantastic. Okay. And you can kind of see where that took and where that didn't. And I like that window pane pattern. It's very kitcheny. So there we go. I'm going to rinse this for a little bit longer and let it dry. And then, as I think it says on the instructions, after it dries, you can use an iron to heat set it. So, man, that's such a bright, cheerful color. All right. And there you go, how to do your own turmeric dye. So, thanks for following along, and don't forget that at the beginning of October, we're gonna start signups for our October craft, and it is going to be making these really cool jeweled spider decorations. So, hope to see you next month. Thanks, guys. Bye.